I am in the kitchen with Chef Peter Witter from CNM in honor of the free soul food cooking class happening next week. Okay, so what are we making today? I know what it is and I'm so excited.
We are making macaroni and cheese.
I love this because everybody's macaroni and cheese is so different. So talk about the ingredients that you have for your macaroni and cheese.
Okay, basically I have 3 different types of cheese. The first one is cheddar cheese, and cheddar cheese is going to go, I'm going to make a sauce from the evaporated milk that I have here.
Okay.
And then the other 2 cheeses, which is mozzarella and a combination of cheddar and Colby, is going to be sprinkled into the macaroni cheese as I pour sauce on.
Wow, this sounds like delicious. Okay, what's in here?
Okay, that's just the eggs.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to temper some of the eggs into the evaporated milk.
Okay.
This is going to thicken the whole process. I'm going to take it off the stove because I don't want it to get real thick.
Okay.
The thickness is going to come when it's baked inside the oven.
I
So-
never put eggs in my macaroni and cheese, so I guess I've been doing it wrong the whole time. All right, good. Well, I'm going to learn. You guys are going to learn in just a little bit, but for now, we're going to send things over to Chad.
Guys, look at that.
Whoa.
Very snowy start to our Friday morning here in the Duke City. Fortunately, we're nice and cozy in the kitchen with Chef Peter Witter from CNM in honor of the free soul food cooking class, which is coming up, and we are joined by Dr. David Jackson. You are a doctor of business over at CNM?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you've come here to eat some mac and cheese.
That's correct.
This is a smart man
Time to
right
get
here.
it going.
All right, so we're learning the best way to do this, Chef. Is that right?
Well, this is one way. There's a lot of ways, and this is just another way.
Okay, so
He's
what are we
being
doing?
modest. This
He's
has got to
being
be the best
modest,
way.
exactly.
Okay, so what's the first step?
Oh, first step is that you're going to get your macaroni and you're going to cook it to the package direction. Usually this will take about 7 minutes.
Okay.
So all I have here are the 3 different types of cheese. I have the cheddar cheese, I have a combination of jack and cheddar, and I have mozzarella. The cheddar cheese I was using to make a sauce,
Okay.
and what I have here is evaporated milk. And what I'm going to do is I've already taken some of the cheddar cheese and I've tempered it into the evaporated milk and melted the cheese. And now what I'm going to do that's a little bit different is that I'm going to temper some of this into the hot sauce or the hot liquid into the eggs, because what
Okay.
I'm doing is I'm tempering it, and then I'm going to pour some of this right back in. Now, I've taken this off the heat.
Okay.
I've had this heat off. And
You
so
don't
all
want
I'm gonna-
scrambled egg macaroni.
Correct, and that's
Okay.
that's the reason why I took it off the heat.
Got it.
And all I'm going to do is just stir, and this is going to thicken the sauce. Now, if I was to keep it on the heat, it will get real thick, and I
get
don't
really
need it that
thick,
thick.
okay.
But I don't need to do that. So what I'm going to do now is the procedure is basically I'm going to take for easier cleanup, what I would suggest is spraying your pan.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down just a little bit of sauce
Okay.
onto my casserole dish, and I'm just going to spread it a little bit. And then next thing, I'm just going to start to layer. I'm going to make several layers,
Okay.
and it's the first layer. I'm going to put my macaroni, and then I'm going to take my cheese,
Yes.
and this is, I'm
Wow.
going to spread cheese on top, a little bit of my combination of my cheddar and my Colby, and to give it that stringy taste or look, I'm
everybody
going to do
loves.
a little bit of mozzarella cheese on top.
So it's the mozzarella cheese that gives it that stringy look that everybody loves.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. Now, what I suggest is, make sure that you do get a good quality cheddar cheese or whatever cheese that you do get.
Okay.
And all you have to do to know whether it's a good quality is taste it
Okay.
and make sure that it's something that you like. And you can actually be creative with this and put other different type of cheeses that you like, as long as the cheese is some type of cheese that would melt.
Now, while he's layering this up, because we want to make sure we get the details for the soul food class that we can take, and it's actually the Sunday, right? February
sir.
1st? Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
tell us the details on this, because if we want to come down, learn this, learn other recipes, how do we get involved?
What you do is you just go ahead and contact CNM on our website, and you can find out all the information there for you. Okay, and it's free, which is the greatest thing right now. But right now, I do the classes are all full right now because it's free there.
Okay, that's great. And just to remind you guys, the chefs that are produced out of CNM are fantastic.
Yes,
of
they
course,
are.
Robert Vick, Vic's Vittles Country Kitchen, who is a big friend of ours here at Sukasa. He is a graduate of CNM. He went through the program there, and
Excellent.
boy, does he know how to cook. Let me
Yes.
tell you guys. So take advantage of this free opportunity to learn from these folks over at CNM. So just very quickly before we get out, Chef. So you just been making those layers up, and we've just kind of been layering it on.
Right, and
So
then
then it goes into the stove. Is that right? Once it's
correct.
ready? Okay.
Right, and all I'm gonna do is the last thing is that you're gonna pour sauce on top of the layer of cheese, and then just sprinkle a little bit more cheese. And now some people like to put breadcrumbs on their macaroni and cheese. You can do that. That's optional. I personally, I kind of like paprika. I just put a little bit of paprika on it because I don't care so much for the
Now, very
breadcrumbs.
quickly, when you put it in, how hot and how much time?
Okay, you're gonna put it in the oven for 350. Usually, depending on the size of your bowl, about a half an hour, or until you see it's bubbling and it's brown.
Okay.
It starts to bake.
About a half an
Great.
hour. Fantastic, guys. We'll be right back. Get a good look at the finished product. Stay with us, guys. A lot more ahead on Two Casa Style.